Hello everyone, welcome to Nagesh Kurasgi Orchid School channel. I am Sridevi Kanke. I am going to teach you English of Standard 3rd. We have finished already lesson, correct? So we are going to start up with a new lesson, that is lesson number 5. The name of the lesson is The Warrior King. The warrior means the fighting, the kings. So we want to learn in this lesson. So before starting up the lesson, so we will learn this. I will play you in a short story audio that you have to listen it carefully, students. Then we need to do an activity on that. So everybody open your canopy book, page number 40. Page number 40, I'm going to hear on a video or audio, then you have to listen it carefully, and then what you have to do this here activity. So what can you all see here? Crowns? Yes, can you all see the crowns? On that some letters, some words have been written on that. What you need to do it? After listening to that story, how a king should be. So what you have to do, you have to take out a crayon from your bag and then you have to color the crowns. Okay, on that words, what is there? I will read you. First word is determined. Second one is arrogant, brave. Here it is wise, generous, hasty, cruel and just. So these are the words written on it. So first to this activity you have to listen it carefully.
Warm up. Listen to a story about Robert the Bruce, the King of Scotland. Then color the crowns that tell you the qualities a king should have. Use a good dictionary if you need to refer to the meanings of the words.
Robert the Bruce was the King of Scotland. His people loved him because he treated them well. There was never a problem they had that he could not solve. One day, the King of England led a great army into Scotland. He wanted to chase Robert the Bruce out of the country. Many battles were fought. 6 times Robert the Bruce led his army against his enemies. 6 times they were beaten. At last his men ran away from the battlefield. King Robert hid in a cave. He was tired and ready to give up all hope. As he sat thinking, he saw a spider over his head, preparing to weave her web. 6 times she tried to throw the thread from one end of the cave to another. 6 times she failed. Poor thing, said Bruce, but he saw that the spider did not lose hope. With even more care, she got ready to try for the 7th time. Bruce forgot his own troubles as he watched her patiently. This time, the spider carried the thread safely to the wall and tied it there. Bruce was ashamed of himself. I too will try a 7th time. I won't give up so easily, cried Bruce. Soon, King Robert gathered his men together. Another battle was fought, and the English army was defeated.
Now, discuss the qualities you have chosen with your team.
Now students, here you have heard about this story. It is a story, once again I'll explain all. See, listen, in this a short story, it was a king. It is a king of Scotland. The name of the king is Robert Bruce. He was a king and he was very nice man. So what he did here, he was very nice, and in that people were very satisfied with the king Bruce, all because he used to solve all the problems. So what happened here, the enemy of other England, so he came and he fought with our Scotland king Bruce here. So what they did, they have a battle, they have a war between it. In that first time, second and third time, and then Bruce was caught and he was kept in a prison. So what happened here, the Bruce is trying to he want to go from that prison, but he was unable to do. He has tried 6 times, but he was failed. Now in the 7th time, as he was sitting in the prison, means in the jail of the England, then what happens here? Then he was watching on his head a web is there, spider, as he was weaving the web. But here he was sincerely watching to that. What happened here? What he was seeing seriously? That he was seeing that the web is trying to open his web, but it was couldn't. At that time he was first time, second time, third time, fourth time, as in 6 times he tried, but at last she did not let it hope. And the 7th time again she tried it. Again she got success, as it is everything is watching by our king, that is Bruce. But he shamed himself. He was ashamed himself that I too should try. I should not give up. So what he decided? He said himself that I will do once more time. So last 7th time he has succeeded in that. He was freed, and then he gathered people, soldiers. He made an army. Again he made a war. They between the battle, and they have moved the English. Okay, so what we should have, what we have learned from this short story, students, what you need to do. So in this, what you have to do, what the king should have the qualities, that one you have to color that crowns. So first crown it is here, determined. Second one is arrogant. Third one is brave. Fourth one is wise. Fifth one is generous. Sixth one is hasty. Seventh is cruel. And seventh is just. So what a king should have the quality, students? Determination. Yes. So you need to do coloring with your color pencils, crayons with you all at home. Okay. You need to do. Now what is the meaning of determination, students? Determination or determine means you have to achieve what you say you want to try it. Okay. Second is arrogant. No, a king should not have this quality. Arrogant. Cruel. Okay. Brave. Yes. Brave. You need to do coloring. Fourth one, wise. Yes, he should see that he should be very wise. So he should solve the problems of the people who live in his kingdom. So you need to do coloring here also. Wise. And then generous. Hasty? No. Cruel? No. Just? No. So this is the activity, you have to do it. Now I hope you have finished it. So we'll go for the next. We'll begin with our lesson. What is the name of the lesson, student? The Warrior King. So the short story, how I explain you in this also is the same thing here. We will see. Now the Warrior King. Here Pratap Singh was the eldest son of Maharana Uday Singh, the ruler of Mewar. See here in this lesson, a king who is the Pratap Singh was the eldest son of Maharana Uday Singh. Uday Singh Maharaj is there. His eldest son is the name of that Pratap Singh. He is Uday Singh is the ruler of Mewar. Mewar was an important kingdom in Rajasthan. Where is our Mewar? Mewar, it is in a kingdom in Rajasthan. Its capital is Chittor. The little prince was brave, kind boy. Here our Pratap Singh, who is our prince, is it? So he was very brave, okay, and very kind too. He was more interested in sports and training with weapons than doing sums or learning languages. When his childhood, our Pratap Singh is very much interested in sports and war, like he was training with the weapons, but he is not interested in the learning languages or the sums in the education. As he grew up, as the days passed, he was growing up. Pratap Singh became a great soldier and leader too as he was grown up. So what our Pratap Singh? He became a great soldier and a leader too. All the nobles and officers at his father's court admired him greatly. At his kingdom, everyone is admiring, everyone is praising our Pratap Singh as he was very great soldier. When the prince was 28 years old, Chittor was captured by the Mughals. At the age of Pratap Singh, 28 years old, that time Chittor was captured. In the war, they were defeated and it was captured by the Mughals. The loss of his home made Pratap very sad. After he lost of that Chittor, it was caught by the Mughals. So he lost his home. That made Pratap Singh very sad. Yes, isn't it? Anybody is captured their home, so you feel very sad, no? Here our Pratap Singh is also feeling very bad. His father moved the capital to Udaipur as it was lost, so they moved to the Udaipur. But Pratap vowed means student, here he got Pratap Singh himself, he promised. Vowing means promising himself that he could get Chittor back one day. What he did himself, that he was saying that his Chittor was captured by the Mughals. He did himself a promise that one day I will get Chittor back. After the death of his father, Pratap became the Maharana of Mewar. So as his father died, our Pratap Singh became Raja, became the king of Mewar. He began to gather his army and trained them. He has become the king now. Who is the king, students? Yes, very good. Our Pratap Singh is a king. So he began to gather. He was bringing one soldier. He was training them whole day and night for war against the Mughals. Why he was student? He was doing because he want to get back the Chittor. So he was gathering all the soldiers one by, and he was training themselves day and night. He was very struggling. He inspired them with his determination. What they have said, that he is determining that he is inspiring the people. We should fight against the Mughals. We should get the back our palace king. Today I take an oath that until Chittor is freed, that day he said that his words to achieve something. So today here Maharana Pratap Singh is telling, I take an oath, that means promise here, that until Chittor is free, until and unless he will get back Chittor from the Mughals, what is taking oath, that he will eat food from a leaf platter. Leaf platter. Leaf platter is a new word here. Leaf means where in olden days, or in the leaves of banana leaves or 3-4 leaves, it is woved. In that they will eat. So leave platter, sleep on the floor. What he said that until and unless he'll get a chittor back, he take an oath that he will eat in a leaf platter and sleep on the floor and stay in a hut. And he himself, he said that he will live in a hut. My brave brothers, I am sure that you will support me in every way till this promise is fulfilled. So Pratap Singh is telling to all the soldiers that to achieve something, so he himself is telling that he is assuring that you all will support me, all the soldiers will support him to this promise will fulfill, to get this Chittor back. The men of Mewar promised, all the men who were living Mewar promised that Maharana that they would fight till their last breath. All the soldiers, they said that yes Maharana, we will fight till their death. Next para. Two armies met at Haldighati. Here at a time of war, at the time of battle, two armies here. One here is Mughal and second one is our Pratap Singh soldiers. They met where the war is where? Haldighati. The Mughal army was much larger. Mughals army was big. They having a lot of soldiers in size and strength also, in amount of people also very much high, and in the strength they having most weapons they are having. They are more powerful than our Pratap Singh. But the Mewar army fought bravely, but even though they have not get back with our Pratap Singh bravely, they fought with the Mughals. The Maharana got on his horse Chetak. Now where our Maharana Pratap is on his horse name is Chetak, and charged towards Raja Mansingh. Now who is Raja Mansingh, students? Here Raja Mansingh was leading Mughals army. He is the main soldier, Raja Mansingh, or here horse name is Chetak. Who is horse here? Our Pratap Singh's. Who was leading the Mughal army? Mansingh's elephant injured. Here in the war, Mansingh's elephant, he was an elephant, it was injured, he got hurt. Both Maharanas and his horse. Here in this war, Mansingh elephant was injured, and then our Pratap Singh's horse too. The Mughal army began to surround them. By seeing this in this army, in this war, Mughal soldiers were there. They were coming to surround our Pratap Singh. So Chetak knew he had to save his master. Here, who is Chetak here, students? Chetak is here our Pratap Singh's horse. He is very clever. He knew, he come to know that he should save his boss. He should save his king, his master. Who is master? Pratap Singh. So he carried the Maharana safely away from the fighting. So what our here horse, brave horse Chetak, what he did, even though he was injured, he got hurt, but even though he knew that his master is in danger, he took his master and then moved safely. He moved from this fighting area. Even though he was hurt, he leaped across a wide pass. Wide pass means, here students, it was like a pass means between the mountains. Okay, a gap between two mountains, and took Maharana to a safe place. Here, see students, here can you see here our Chetak, he got injured already, he was injured, but he has to save his master. So what our Chetak did, he has to pass a wide, here can you see river and mountains. He took a long jumps and he has taken, our Chetak has taken our Pratap Singh to a safe place. And then he leaped across the wide pass, here wide pass, and took the Maharana to a very safe place. Then Chetak fell down and died. So after this so much injury, our horse, a great Chetak, he fell down and died there. Later the Maharana built a beautiful garden there for his brave horse. Then later on, after seeing his, that our Pratap Singh, he made a beautiful garden in the memory of a great Chetak. So here vowed, here hard words meanings are there students. Vowed means promised. Oath also meanings promise, same. Leaf platter, a plate made of leaves woven together. Fulfilled means achieving, achieved. Pass, a gap between two mountains. So next page. The Mughals chased the Maharana through the forest in the Aravalli mountains. After this, the Mughals was chasing Maharana Pratap Singh in all the forest and Aravalli mountains, but he did not caught. During this time, the Maharana and his family lived in constant danger. Yes, they were living in a danger. Whenever Mughal will come, they'll capture. So they were in hardship. They lived in a mud huts, where our Pratap Singh is living in a mud. A hut is made with mud, and often went days without food. Those days also our Maharana Pratap, their family, they did not get a food to eat, as they lived in that. Once a wild animal in that jungle, in that forest, a wild animal attacking. As you all know that wild animals, what they do? They do eat, isn't it? So his Maharana's daughter was there and snatched her dinner from her hand. As that jungle, Maharana's daughter, as she is having something food in her hand, by seeing that, our wild animal attacked her to take that food. The princess began to cry. The princess, as she wants to eat that food, but our animal took away, as she was crying for that. Seeing this, the Maharana was very sad by all it is seen by the Pratap Singh. He watching everything. He felt very bad himself. He wondered that if he should give up and make peace with the Mughals. So he said that himself he should give up the war now and make peace. Then what he with the Mughals, then he remembered his promise. He was very much in a struggle when he did something promise, isn't it students? He said that he will not he will eat in a leaf platter, he will sleep on a floor, and he will live in a hut, correct? But he remembered that all promise. He knew he could not let his people down. What he has promised to all the people, that he should get back his palace, Chittor back. So what he given that promise to the people, his soldier, he should keep his promise. If not, what happens? He will feel bad, correct? Here what is that meaning here? Let his people down means when you let someone down, you disappoint them by not doing something you promised. What you have promised, you not doing that. So he himself that he remembered that promise. For 20 years Maharana Pratap fought Mughals. How many years he was fighting? About 20 years he was fighting with the Mughals. he took back large parts of Mewar from them. After fighting in 20 years, he put back some of the forts. He took the parts of Mewar from them. He set up a new capital. In that period, he set up a capital too, that is Chavand, which helped his people settle down. Whatever his soldiers were there, he has settled them there. He protected them. They lived peacefully and happily. In his kingdom, the peoples, that soldiers or who were there, all they are living very happily and then peacefully. When he was 57 years old, as an age grew up, our Maharana Pratap Singh, at the age of 57 years, the Maharana was seriously injured. A hunting trip. He was injured when he was hunting. That time he was seriously injured. He knew that he could not live long. After that, so much seriously injured, he knew himself that I will not live. He called his son. Son name is Amar Singh. Amar Singh to his side. He made his son promise that he could keep fighting the Mughals. He took a promise from his son that he should fight Mughals. And then the great hero, who is your hero? Yes, our Maharana Pratap Singh, a hero, the great Mewar, he died. He took the words from his son. What is the son name? Amar Singh. Okay students, it's all about this is lesson. So what we'll do, we will go for an audio. Okay.
Pratap Singh was the eldest son of Maharana Uday Singh, the ruler of Mewar. Mewar was an important kingdom in Rajasthan with its capital at Chittor. The little prince was a brave, kind boy. He was more interested in sports and training with weapons than doing sums or learning languages. As he grew up, Pratap became a great soldier and leader. All the nobles and officers at his father's court admired him greatly. When the prince was 28 years old, Chittor was captured by the Mughals. The loss of his home made Pratap very sad. His father moved the capital to Udaipur, but Pratap thought that he would get Chittor back one day. After the death of his father, Pratap became the Maharana of Mewar. He began to gather his army and train them night and day for war against the Mughals. He inspired them with his determination. Today, I take an oath that until Chittor is free, I will eat food from a leaf platter, sleep on the floor, and stay in a hut. My brave brothers, I am sure that you will support me in every way till this promise is fulfilled. The men of Mewar promised the Maharana that they would fight till their last breath. The two armies met at Haldighati. The Mughal army was much larger in size and strength, but the Mewar army fought bravely. The Maharana got on his horse, Chetak, and charged towards Raja Man Singh, who was leading the Mughal army. Man Singh's elephant injured both the Maharana and his horse. The Mughal army began to surround them. Chetak knew he had to save his master. He carried the Maharana swiftly away from the fighting, even though he was hurt. He leaped across a wide pass and took the Maharana to a safe place. There, Chetak fell down and died. Later, the Maharana built a beautiful garden there for his brave horse. The Mughals chased the Maharana through the forests in the Aravalli mountains. During this time, the Maharana and his family lived in constant danger and hardship. They lived in mud huts
days without food. Once, a wild animal attacked the Maharana's daughter and snatched her dinner from her hand. The princess began to cry. Seeing this, the Maharana was very sad. He wondered if he should give up and make peace with the Mughals. Then he remembered his promise. He knew he could not let his people die. For 20 years, Maharana Pratap Singh fought the Mughals. He took back large parts of Mewar from them. He set up a new capital at Chavan and helped his people settle down. He protected them. They lived peacefully and happily. When he was 57 years old, the Maharana was seriously injured during a hunting trip. He knew he would not live long. He called his son Amar Singh to his side. He made his son promise that he would keep fighting the Mughals. And then, the great hero of Mewar died.
It's all about our warrior king, or how bravely he has fought with the Mughals, isn't it, students? How for to achieve something a king sacrificed, he did their hardship, isn't it? They have worked very hard. So it's all about, though we all should admire them, isn't it? So it's what your homework today, students. You have to read the lesson, underline the new words, and the meanings are there below this our lesson, isn't it? So all this you have to read carefully. So till then, bye bye.